seasoning. Cool. All right, post that, pin, boom, and reverse, boom. Cool. Nice. All right. Do. Yeah. Boo. Right on. Okay, so I'll start on pastry first. Start sauce, rice. Yeah, that all seems good. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing today? All right, I'm gonna do some sushi rice. Wham. Rice started, sauce started. Pastries, right? Do some whipped cream while that's all going. Right on. Okay, so what is everyone doing today? How is everybody? How's your, what today is today? Thursday. How's Thursday going? Hi from Montreal. Hey, Anthony. Doing good, man. How are you? How's your day out there? And I think more importantly, what time is it over there? What are you having for dinner? Right on, right on. Yeah, we're just going to wait till a couple other people roll through. Dale York, what's good, man? Relaxing after work, about to finish your pierogies. Yo, what kind of pierogies? Pierogies are fire. Like, not going to lie. In Montreal? Yeah, dude. Dale York from Calgary as well, dude. What's good? What are you having for dinner? 6:50 there in Ontario. Hey, right on. Just coming up to your beginning of your evening pretty much. What's my favorite thing to bake? To be honest with you, I really like I would say right now it's like puff pastry. I cook with puff pastry quite often, so that's one of my go-to things. Cheese and potato with bacon and onions. Oh my good Lord, yes. Am I following the Stanley? Nah, man. I'm not a huge hockey fan. As odd as that is as a Canadian, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow it as much. I like going to games though. How about you? You following that? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and start on some sushi rice. Yeah, you are? What team are you going for? Just going to do roughly about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups. So today I'm using medium grade sushi rice as well. Rangers and Dallas Stars. Oh, dope. Neptune's an alien. What's good? Good to see ya. How's your Thursday going? Okay, so as always, when you're going to be dealing with rice, especially things like sushi rice, basmati, or jasmine, give it a good couple rinses, 100%. New York versus Edmonton, crazy. John, hey, how you doing, dude? I'm doing really well, man. How's your Thursday going? Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just right now just trying to wash this sushi rice off. So just give me a couple seconds. Just chilling in the new home. Hey, congratulations. Nice, dude. What kind of home you living in? You got you got an apartment? You got a house? What are you saying? Doing good? Thursday's good? Right on. That's what I like to hear, man. Okay, so for the sushi rice, I'm going to go ahead and just put it onto like a medium heat just to kind of bring up the water temperature right away. And then I'm going to boost that thing back down to I'd say like pretty much low. I just want this thing to steam properly and then we'll be there. Right on. Okay, so while that heats up, in the meantime, has anyone gone to Edo Japan? Not the place, but like it's like a food court, fast food type joint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a mock version of the teriyaki sauce that they have. Okay, and in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with about a cup and a half, maybe a cup worth of simple syrup from the amount of sugar that I'm going to put in. Do I add rice vinegar? I don't add rice vinegar to my sushi rice right away. I actually add my rice vinegar at the end after it's cooked. And what is my go-to meal? Yo, yeah, the sauce be fucking crazy on rice, dude. Not gonna lie. Yeah, my go-to meal, damn, to be honest with you, it's like anything like rosé pasta, like anything that's like something like that. Okay, Rose. Hey, man, nothing stopping you from going and grabbing some nice snacks, dude. Yeah, because I feel like when you do like a rosé pasta, dude, it's one of those, it's like a super easy, quick meal, but at the same time, it's like super flavorful. I love things with like tomato and cream together. It's an amazing mix. Cool. So I have roughly about a quarter cup of sugar in there. I'm going to put this on a just below medium so I can get that up to just a nice simmer. I'm just going to simmer that down. Then I'm going to add teriyaki sauce to it and then reduce that down even further. Okay. Actually, you know what? I probably will end up adding like a little bit more sugar to this just because. Come by the restaurant? Nice, dude. Which restaurant you at in Montreal? I haven't been to Montreal in like a minute. Damn, it's been a while. Yeah, because my two favorite spots that used to be in Montreal, I don't even know if they're still there. They probably are. It's Joe Beef, and then there's also my homeboy's old spot, which is called Piet Cachon. I thought those were really nice places overall. And the food was like immensely classic. It's weird. Boom. Okay, so now I got rice going. Yeah, starting to get that heat. And I got the simple syrup going. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start on a nice simple pastry. Like pastry cups. Corn Cornelli in Little Italy. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I never got to go to Little Italy. At least that I think, no. Maybe we probably passed by. Oh, did I get the job that I applied for? No, not originally, but I did get an offer earlier today. So I think I might be starting with them next, like the beginning of next week, or I also have a job interview or a meeting lined up for tomorrow at another spot. So I'll see what they're saying, and then I'll have to mull it over the weekend. Yeah. But you know, things are looking up as always, which is great. Where is all my knives? Do. What's going on over here? Oh, there you are. All right. Boone, thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Just here. Hey, what's good, man? What we having tonight? I'm doing some really nice, simple. It's like my take on a Japanese poke bowl, but it's almost similar to. It's more similar to like a California roll. Because I just been hankering. I had like this mad hankering when I was at the store for some sushi, but pre-made sushi is just mad expensive. So I'm gonna do a dish that I actually have been doing for quite some time. Yo, Ignite, absolutely, man. I never let it, life hold you down because there is always opportunity somewhere, right? And Boone, I'm doing really well, man. How are you? How's your Thursday? And Evan, no, not much, man. We're just chilling, trying to make some food. Then I'm going to go off to, what do you call it? Then I'm going off to my daughter's soccer practice. Yeah, Neptune's absolutely, man. The thing is, it's only a matter of time. The problem with Calgary right now is that like the job market is like super, what do you call it? A lot of competition out there. But you know what I mean? A lot of cooks right now. So it is what it is. Okay, so in a muffin tin, I'm going to go ahead and just spray down 4 slots. And then I'm just going to use like a quarter of my puff pastry sheet to make some nice cups. I'm going to just go like that. Tuck them in. And then these will go into the bake for approximately, I'm going to start with 16 minutes. And that should be enough to get it going. Boom. Okay. And again, I'm not going to poke down the bottoms because I really do want it to like actually inflate. So, go middle rack. And then this puff pastry I'm actually going to use probably for the next live. All right. This goes there. Beautiful. Yeah. Some new people up in here. What's everyone else having for dinner tonight? What are you guys saying? Okay, so in just like a multi-sectional container, I'm going to go ahead and dice up a little bit of my veg and accoutrement that's going to go on, what do you call it? Go on top of the poke bowl. A little bit of caramelizing going on the side. Yeah, dude. And this is a really easy type of poke bowl. It's nothing super complicated. But as I was walking through the store, I noticed that like individual ahi tunas, like sushi grade, this stuff is actually going for really, like each piece is going for relatively cheap, about maybe $2.50, $3. So I was already in the mood for like trying to get some fish, just because I haven't had fish in like a little while. So I thought it'd be a really nice change from eating like seared or grilled pork or something like that. So I'm going to do my version of a poke bowl. Okay, so I got my rice. Yeah, that's heating up. I'm going to go ahead and give that the lid. Boom. And then I'm just going to continue letting that come up to a light simmer, and then I'll just bust it down to low. Salmon? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I wish I could have got some sushi-grade salmon. But unfortunately, salmon right now, even though it's farm-raised or farm-fresh, it's insanely expensive. Sapporo, long time no see, dude. How are you? How's your Thursday? Makes the... no, not necessarily, Ming. It's usually due to not showering. But at the same time, that pretty much happens to anybody, male or female. Okay, so I'm going to do like a pretty general size on the cucumber, right? Because again, you want like a good bite. Yo, Toronto prices are nuts, especially for things like produce, right? Because I don't know how your rainy season's gone so far, but so far I can tell you here, although it has been raining, we're still like in a drought. Like we're still going to be entering like drought season, right? And it's going to be wild. It's your Friday? Hey, right on, dude. What's your plans for your days off then? And Sanella, I am located in Calgary, Alberta. How about yourself? Oh, you're going to the cottage. That's going to be fire. You guys don't have a fire ban out there, do you? Okay, so right now I'm just slicing up just some green onions. Nothing like super fine, just because at the same time I do want to have a bit of chunk to go on top of, what do you call it, on top of the rice and the fish, right? Because it's really all about like the more crispy and vibrant flavors to kind of help accommodate the fish. No fire ban? Oh, that's going to be dope. Yo, get some s'mores going. You know what I'm saying? There's like this kick-ass thing I saw. It was, you make a s'more, right? And then you get some caramel Baileys, and then you dip the s'more in the caramel Baileys. It's supposed to be friggin' fire. And where's my wife? She is currently still at work. She's probably just on her way home right now. It's like 5 o'clock here. So she's on her way out. Avocados? No, not today. I couldn't find any ones that were like ripe. All the avocados that were in the store were literally like you can't cook with that. Dale York, hello. Doing good, man. How are you? Hey, I appreciate you, Ignite, man. I appreciate that a lot. It comes with practice, right? Yeah, so that's the general kind of greens. And then I'm going to add I'm going to do a little bit of sliced. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of just a touch of sliced iceberg. Right, because again, it seems weird, but if you put lettuce, because it's going to be like more or less like a warm cold dish, right? So having different variations of like crunch factor is super important. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just julienne, a really easy, simple. Life as grandparents. Hey, what's good? How are you, Emma? Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I used to. I was just getting those too, but unfortunately, like again, I love those. Those are called Caribbean avocados, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or at least they're classified as Caribbean avocados at the grocery store. They're massive. If anybody gets avocados, spend the money on those, not like the little ones, right? You get way more bang for your buck. But man, every avocado in the store was so underripe, it was ridiculous. Ivan, what's good, dude? And Bridget, happy Thursday to you too, man. How are you today? The ingredients in this poke bowl are going to be, so I got some nice, what do you call it? Sushi grade ahi tunas. Boom. Because these were actually relatively cheap. And then I also got some, it's Alaskan pollock, but it's like crab flavored or king crab flavored Alaskan pollock, which is really dope. Because again, crab is like dumb expensive out here. So the ingredients are mostly going to be, it's going to be green onions, your cucumber, a little bit of shredded lettuce, the crab, the tuna, which I'm going to season. I got some sushi rice on the back. If anyone's wondering what the water and the sugar is, this is just to build a simple syrup, because I'm doing like an Edo Japan style sweet teriyaki sauce. Because I'm going to wait till this reaches a boil and then reduces by half before I add teriyaki sauce to it to give it some seasoning. Then once the rice is good to go, we're almost there. Once the rice is good to go, I'm just going to put that on like relatively low. Once this is good to go, I'm going to give it a toss in a bowl. I'm going to add a couple hits of sugar. I'm going to put some nice, I got sushi seasoning, like it's the vinegar. And a little bit of sesame oil to go on top of that. Give it a toss so it's nice and seasoned. So there's going to be rice, vegetables, the topping. Then I have some, what do you call it? I got a little bit of pink ginger. And I also have some volcano sauce I made. It's QP mayo with sriracha, boom, on top. And then I'm also going to drizzle on some of the sweet teriyaki on top of that. Then I'm going to finish with, oh, and I also have some corn, right? So I'm going to do a little bit of that corn with a bit of like spices to it, just so I can have, it's going to be rice, corn, then cold toppings, right? Fish on top, so your crab, your tuna, boom, sauces, then it's going to be crunchy stuff on top. So I have like a half bag of like fried onion that I want to use up. Fried onion, and then I'm also going to throw in some of this stuff crushed up too. It's like Asian style crunch and munch snack mix, but it's mostly sesame based crackers, right? Can you borrow me? No, you have to talk to my wife. Unless, of course, if you're in Calgary, then drop on by. We'll have a bowl ready for you. Yeah, it should be relatively, it's simple, but very good, right? It's a dish that I've made into like different iterations. One of my favorite things to do with this dish is to get the rice already cooked off the day before. And then what I like to do then is take like a cake pan, boom, like a square cake pan, and then lay it down with some plastic wrap, put the rice in, boom, and then make layers with like thin slices of everything and kind of make like a sushi cake, right? Yeah, you would? Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, you make a sushi cake, let that thing just kind of solidify, congeal overnight, then hit it with your sauces, boom, slice out squares. Instantly you have like squared sushi that look, it's perfect every single time. But then you can take it on the go, take it to work without having to heat it up. It's awesome. Hey, yeah, right on, man. Again, it's not like it's not like necessarily hybrid. It's just a way to kind of just encapsulate a lot of the ingredients that are kind of generally on sale, and it's a really sustainable overall recipe. Because the awesome part is, again, this crab was only about $4. It's not a lot, but again, the topping, you just have to top it with this and a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit goes a long way, especially for things like sushi. Right on. And I got my cups. They're almost ready to go. So I'd say at least another 5 minutes, give or take. Yeah. 5:17, I'll pull them out. Yeah. I hope it's the weather's been good for everybody too, going into this weekend, man. I hope everyone's got some kick-ass plans. Either you're going to be chilling or going out. That would be awesome. Because I've been noticing, like, across Canada, like, weather's kind of a mixed bag, but it's overall been really, really a really good but really weird start to the summer. Because I know my homies in Ontario, y'all are killing it with the heat right now. All right, to the summer. Because I know my homies in Ontario, y'all are killing it with the heat right now. All right. The big dates over the thumbnails of your TikTok Make them look dated. Yeah. What can I say? I was trying it out for a little while, but the reason I put the dates on them primarily is so that people that are like regulars or people that are new to the channel can figure out what I made on the day. So if it was the day that they watched it, they know it was last week or something like that. It's easier for them to track them down. But you're right. I have to figure out a more like modern way to like present those pictures. You had a beautiful day, Tron. Right on. Look better as a close-up. Yeah, I did that with my last couple posts. I mean, it's not too bad. Tomorrow has a frost warning. Yeah, and Reza, I've tried a bunch of different techniques. I find for the most part, it's all kind of the same. Because what I'm really looking for is I'm not necessarily looking for views. I'm looking for like more organic growth with not just viewership but followership. Just because I want the people that come to my channel or to my page to love food. You know what I mean? Okay, so that thing's almost fully reduced at half. So let's go ahead. And I'm using like the cheapest, most like dirty teriyaki sauce I could find, which is the VH teriyaki. So this stuff is so like so dense. Yeah. And again, this is more like a stir fry sauce. So it really leans heavily on the what do you call it? On the very savory side, right? And by tasting it, there isn't a lot of salt, which is a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and let that reduce with the simple sugar, or the simple syrup. And this will add that bit of sweetness that you need in as well. If you wanted to go take this a step further, I highly recommend you can also do like the Hawaiian thing, where you also put in just a touch of pineapple juice instead of just straight water. Right, so you got a good amount of like rounded sweetness in it, but since I don't have any pineapple juice, I'm just gonna go with that. Right on. Okay, let that do its thing. This is on the go, and I think my pastry should almost be there. I'd say another about 3 minutes will do. All right, so now that that's on the way, yeah, while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and start up with, I'm going to start up with my tuna and my crab. So I'm going to start with the crab first. I'm going to get that into a container. Again, if anyone knows this channel or knows me, highly recommend these things, right? 1 liter containers. They're super cheap, super effective. You can give them away without really worrying about it. It's not like normal Tupperware, but it's also microwave safe, all that good shit. Yo, anything pistachio pastry? Yeah, right on, dude. Because again, for me, today, I'm going to do another take on, like, I'm using pistachio ice cream as the pistachio component. So then I have some puff pastry in the oven right now. And what I was thinking about doing is I'm going to go pastry cup, pistachio ice cream, topped with just like a nice sweet whipped cream, right? Something super simple, super easy, because we still got to get out of here before, at a little after 6 o'clock to go to my daughter's soccer practice. So I thought that kind of a recipe is super dank, but ultra flavorful. Yeah, and it's really easy for anybody to be able to substitute anything else, right? In this case, you can actually take the ice cream and just replace it with any other ice cream that you prefer. Okay, so again, this isn't real crab. This is pollock, right? Delicious. But what's awesome about it is that like they make it really like, they really go the distance to make it look like crab lump. You know what I'm saying? Even the way it shreds is just incredible to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and So I'm just going to break this up by hand. Again, what I'm looking for is just, you know, you take a piece, break it up into 3 pieces, no big deal, right? And then to this, I'm going to add just a little bit of ground ginger and mayonnaise. Okay, just like that. Boom. I'd actually add just a little bit of that ginger, pickling ginger juice from the pickled ginger bottle. Am I from Alberta? Absolutely, I am from Calgary, Alberta. How about yourself? Oh yeah, this will definitely do. You just left Edmonton. Hey, where are you going now? Hopefully somewhere nicer than Alberta. What's in the pan? What I got here is originally I started with a little bit of simple syrup, reduced it down by half, and then I added some teriyaki sauce to it. So now what I'm doing is a mock version of the Edo Japan teriyaki sauce that goes on your rice and your plates. So I'm just going to go ahead and just let that just go and reduce down to half. I got sushi rice in the back, almost done. And perfect. Got some nice puff pastries. Good, they spin so they're not sticking. Lovely. Okay, so to this, I'm going to take some of my, a little bit of that extra green onion in. Okay, so then I'm going to take this, I got this jar of like pickled ginger, the same stuff that you'd serve on sushi. And I'm going to give that a quick crack. Hands are too wet. What is this? Oh, I see. I'm an idiot is what it is. If the seam isn't completely taken off. There we go. Nope. Still jammed, huh? Lucas, thank you so much. How are you on this nice Thursday? And Joseph, how you doing, dude? It's going really, really good. Not a too bad day. How about you? How's your Thursday? Good stuff. Look at that. Perfect. So now that's going to thicken slowly. Yeah, that should be sweet enough. Boom. Okay, I'm going to let that thing cool down. Heat down. Some terrible English. All right, boom, right there. And then to this, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of mayo. Kind of help it bind together. And again, in this case, you can also just make your own aioli. Can't hate that. Okay, and then to crab as well, the one thing I forgot to mention is I made some garlic confit, like confit garlic, as well as it comes with, when you make it, it has confit garlic oil. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that in there as well. Okay, that's going to give the garlic flavor to your crab. Hey, Lucas, I appreciate you for being here as always, man. Thank you so much. Beautiful Canmore. Oh, yeah, dude. Canmore is fire. The only thing I hate about Canmore is, like, tourist season. Because then, like, just like everywhere in Alberta, when, like, it becomes tourist season, nobody knows how to drive in this place. Am I from Toronto? No, sir. I am from Calgary, Alberta. How about yourself? Okay, so I got that nice bit of crab, right? nicely seasoned. Boom. So I'm just gonna let that do its thing right there. And then I'm gonna start on my tuna. And again, for the tuna, I'm not looking to have like ultra small pieces. I do want there to be a good bit of bite to it. So I think it's always nice to, when you slice it, just to make these like larger chunks, right? Something you can see on the plate. Unless, of course, if you're going to do like hors d'oeuvres or anything like that, you can actually do this type of version, what do you call it, small. So you can serve it on crackers, or you can serve it in like some sort of like crispy conveyance, if you will, right? But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead with, yeah, it's going to be like that thickness, right? And then I'm going to cut these into cubes. Okay, so yeah, your pieces are roughly about this big. Something that you would definitely see at like Hawaiian poke spots. Okay. Boom, just like that. Also, I should mention though, if you are going to make this at home, you can also substitute fish for things like, you can actually do something very similar, like a Korean dish with where you use like karaage chicken, which is basically popcorn chicken.
Did you answer what your background was?
Background?
Yeah, someone's asking what your cultural background is.
Oh, what's my, okay, yeah, I'm Filipino flavored. Sorry, I was looking down at my hands. My apologies. What am I cooking tonight, Matt? Tonight I am doing some really nice, just some nice poke bowls. This is my version of like almost like a Hawaiian poke bowl meets like a California roll in its own way, right? So this is kind of just my general take on it. Okay. Boom. I got that. Just gonna rinse off my cutting board real quick. Do.
Dan's here. He wants a funny noise.
You want a funny noise? Did I go to culinary school? No, I did not. I actually started as a dishwasher 25 years ago. So I just been slowly working my way up. Funny noise. Make that sound again. Meep. Meep. Gabe, I hope you're having a really great day, though. Either way, how's your Thursday, man? It's always great to see you. All right, so then I got this. You never had a poke bowl? You gotta try a poke bowl, man. 100%. Okay, so to the tuna, what I'm going to add to this bad boy is I'm going to hit it with some of this sushi seasoning vinegar, right? A couple of hits of that. And then to that, I'm also going to add in just a touch of soy sauce. Okay, and where did I put it? This guy. What's my favorite cuisine? It's going to sound like a cop-out, but I'm going to say my favorite cuisine is, generally speaking, Asian food. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. I love, like, all parts of Asia. I love, like, Asian fusion foods. You know what I'm saying? I love, because one of my favorite things to do, especially at the restaurants, is to create Asian fusion. So it's like westernized food with an Asian twist on it or something like that. Always gets me going. John Bryson, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, so, holy shit, that's good. Hell yeah. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and hit with just a little bit of that green onion. Yeah, you get that nice sesame kind of hit to it. So that's your tuna, right? Good chunk. And then it's small enough so it has a good bite to it still. Not super mushy because I made sure to defrost it really, really slowly so it has a good mouthfeel overall.
You use salmon instead of tuna.
Can you? Yes, but it has to be a good grade of tuna. It's got to be like sushi grade tuna, or not tuna, salmon. But if you are able to get really good quality salmon that you can eat raw, I 100% recommend trying it. 100%. Have I ever tried Lebanese? Absolutely. Hell yeah. Okay, so now that you've seen it reduced, right, that simple syrup has this nice glisten to it, which is dope, right? So the colder this stuff gets, the thicker it becomes.
Why swearing in the title?
Say again?
Why swearing in the title?
Oh, why swearing in my title? It's first and foremost, it's a statement to my other chef homies who are all pretentious. Again, mostly French-trained chefs like myself. And as well, it is a reference to an Idiocracy quote. Plus, also, that will be the title of my cookbook, which I think is hilarious. Hey, no worries, Zane. Okay, so I got that going. Boom. Now, I got my rice finished up. All right. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the rice out, let it aerate,
So
and
you
get
haven't
cold.
added anything but water and sugar?
If you're talking about the teriyaki sauce, that's pretty much it, yeah. Oh, no, sorry. I haven't added any sugar just yet. I'm actually going to hit that right now. Now that it's out of the pan, I can give it a good fluff. Boom, just like that. A fluff up. And now, since it is cooling down and still technically cooking, right? So, at this point, I'm going to go ahead with just a small sprinkling of sugar. All right. And where did that go? There it is. And then a good helping, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the sushi rice vinegar. Yeah.
What were you reducing in the pan?
What I was reducing in the pan is originally I started by making a simple syrup, and then I added I'd say like a third of a jar of teriyaki marinade to this. So what that did, yeah, hell yeah. So what that did is that instead of having a really savory teriyaki marinade for stir frying, I instead made a very sweet teriyaki sauce.
How do Asians make their rice stick together?
We use a smaller grain rice. That's how you get your rice to stick together. As well as if you don't have that, add a little bit extra water in your cooking process.
Can you sub the vinegar?
Can you sub vinegar? Yes, you can. I mean, I would still use vinegar, but at the same time, you don't have to. You can also hit it with some nice oils too. So what if you wanted to season your rice, because I do recommend seasoning your rice, you can also use something that is equally as sour, so like a tamarind type, kind of, not sauce. So when I'm talking about like a tamarind-based type of vinegar or something like that, or you can also just add oils, which is like sesame oil, right? And you just have to add a small hit of that, because again, a little bit goes a long way, and then just lightly fold that in into your rice. So now you have like, it's nutty, it's very aromatic, and it's still very, overall very fluffy, right?
Will you make Lebanese dishes?
To be honest with you, yeah. I haven't made Lebanese dishes in quite some time. I love Lebanese because, again, the thing about that end of the world, y'all deal with like some really fresh, vibrant ingredients, you know what I'm saying? And it is awesome.
Is the salmon from Superstore sushi grade?
I'm going to say no. But you can also go to your butcher that's in there, like the fishmonger, and ask. I would definitely ask if you can eat that raw, because I'm pretty sure you can. And yes, I am, in fact, Filipino flavored.
Can you sub the sushi vinegar for something like
Apple cider? Yes, but go very easy on it. Remember, just need a little bit to bring out, not the sourness necessarily. You want to add to the aromatic nature of the rice. Yeah, definitely. Because remember, you don't want to add a lot. You're really using it to help amplify all the ingredients as a whole, right? It's like building blocks. When you're building something like this, building blocks, what do you call it? It helps enhance the dish as a whole, right? Think of building a house, and then the house itself is the meal. Do Filipinos cook with sesame oil? Sometimes, yeah. It's not really that popular, but it is. Been busy here. I'm doing really good, Danny, man. How are you doing, dude? It's good to see you. As always, it's great to have you here. Can you make... Hey, man, if you pay, I'll be there, baby. Mood Pope. Hey, what's good, dude? Great to see you, man. Yeah, how's you guys' Thursdays? Mr. Mike Hawk. Oh, you gotta put the ketchup up for him, don't you? She got you, man. Hey, Mood Pope, thanks so much for the follow, bro. I appreciate you, baby. Yes, I do when I can get my hands on some nice pork belly. I haven't done lechon in a little while, like a whole lechon. Ooh, actually, I haven't done a whole lechon. Oh, man, going on like almost like 7 years now. And we did a whole motherfucker. That thing was like a 200-pound fucking pig. Yeah, because when you do like whole lechon, damn, it's gnarly. Okay, so cool. Check this out. So now that I've had a chance to let the rice sit for a little bit, you're gonna see that the grain on it is nice. It separates, but it has like a stickiness that isn't like ultra like gloopy, right? It still breaks apart really nicely, and that's what you're looking for with your sushi rice.
Describe what lechon is.
Lechon is basically just roasted pork, right? But what really makes lechon pop is the skin. Like, it is the crispiest, most decadent thing on the planet. Like, imagine like a pork rind, but like a million times better. You feel me? It's like puffy, it's super crisp, has like a hit of salt, all that fattiness. It's a gorgeous thing. Yo, Filipino barbecue skewers are fire. I remember growing up with those as a kid, man. Especially what I loved is like more like satay, where like it's not a whole skewer, it's like half the skewer, but you get like 50 of them. You know what I mean? Chicken, beef, pork. Oh, so good. That kind of stuff reminds me of like definitely like growing up. You know what I mean? Okay. So now that this thing is relatively cool, I'm going to go ahead and place that into a squeeze bottle. Do I have them? Yeah, I do. Okay. There's this guy. Boom. Okay, and let this thing do that thing right there. Boom. Yeah. Nice. And I got this. This is just going to go ahead and cool off in the fridge, just so it gets thicker and kind of seizes up a little bit more. What's up? You good?
No, I'm good. I'm just pushing a button and seeing what happens.
Oh, you're just playing with buttons on the screen? I get it. All right, so that's there. The final thing that I got to do, so I'm just going to use the pan I cooked the rice in. I'm going to add just a touch of water to the bottom. And I'm going to put this on full whack right now.
Filipino dishes are not spicy?
To be honest with you, most Filipino dishes don't have... most Filipino dishes aren't usually spicy at all. If anything, my culture really loves the play of sweet and sour, or sour and savory, right? That's why we use a lot of ingredients involve like things that are like tamarind, calamansi, or various types of vinegars, like coconut vinegar or rice wine vinegar, stuff like that, and or even like white vinegar, because I know we use white vinegar primarily for like things like adobo, which are dope because I love, that's my shit. You feel me? All right, so I got this. I'm gonna get. So to top off the thing, I also recommend, if you guys use like things like Indomie or things like dry instant noodles, like, you know what I mean, like things that don't have a lot of stock. This bag of fried onions, dude. Sprinkle some of this on with a fried egg. Holy shit, fire! And it's also like $3 for the whole bag. So, hey, Might as well as if you're going to be doing like things like Indian foods, like a curry, or even Thai curries and stuff like that. Top it off with some nice fried onions. My God, it is banging. It is fire. Do. Okay. So this is going to come up to a nice heat. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of the peaches and cream sweet corn. And this will be the last element for the dish to go on. All right, all right. Okay, so all we're really waiting for is for this to come up to a nice steady simmer to actually heat it, and then I'm gonna spice it down with some. This is where this is gonna get kind of interesting in terms of the recipe.
Do Filipinos have their own curry dish?
To be honest with you, no, man. I really wish we did. If anything, like we probably add curry to like a noodle dish somewhere. Yeah, and Shannon had a long day. She definitely needs her snacks in a little bit here. That's for real. All right. Well, actually, maybe I'll do it on a plate. Do you want a plate or a bowl?
I want to stuff in my face hole, so maybe a bowl?
A bowl? Yeah, you just want to like hold it to your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Heard the lady? Oh, do you know what this dish really needs too is... Yes. Fuck yeah. I also got some nice sushi, not sushi, roasted sesame. Or not roasted sesame, roasted seaweed. All right, so let's go ahead and let this thing come up to a nice simmer, and then I'm going to drain it a little bit, just because I do want to have a little bit of that liquid in there from the starchiness of the corn. Come on, baby. Get up there. You soft? Almost. Woo, that thing's frozen on the inside. Goddamn. Okay, while that goes, I'm gonna, because we're pretty much at the end of the road here. This will be, like I said, a really quick stream because we got to get to my daughter's soccer practice. So what I'm going to do here.
Michelle wants to know how it's going.
Hey, Rochelle, good to see you. It's going really well. How are you? How's your Thursday going? Yo, and Fly Asian Brother, man, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate you. Welcome to the community, man. You're going to love it here. We got some amazing people up in here. And Lambo, what's good, dude? How you doing? How's your Thursday, bro? And Jeff's, man, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Again, this is an easier, quick fire meal that I generally make every now and again when the price is right for all the ingredients. Yo, of course, man. No worries. Thanks for watching the videos too, man. I appreciate you for that. Ghost, what's good, dude? Yeah, we're almost there. So now I got my corn just at the boiling point. So I'm just going to go ahead and drain off some of the water. And this is like where it gets a little weird. All right? Because this is because when we went to LA, I saw this on a menu but never got to try it. And then when I did it at a restaurant, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. it fucking definitely makes sense. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a version of... right now I'm just adding tahini. Just a dirty old hit of mayonnaise. And there you are. There she goes.
Jeff wants to cook a meal with you one day.
Oh, Jeff, man, I would love that, dude. I'm always down to cook with other people, you know what I mean? Because I know for a fact you'll definitely be able to teach me something. You feel
Is
me?
that what you use for hummus?
Is that what I use for hummus? Tahini?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? No. At least I don't think so, because I made hummus like the Greek way, which is like pretty damn basic. Okay, so what I'm basically making right now is like Mexican street corn, essentially. Right? So you take your Mexican street corn, boom, right? Then you're gonna take some motherfucking kimchi. Boom. Okay, and as that motherfucker's cooling down,
What did you add last? Cheese?
yeah, it was just shredded cheddar, mixed cheddar cheese. Okay, and then on the cutting board right now, I have a little bit of mild kimchi. Right, because again, I really want to encourage the acidity. Right, and you're gonna take this, boom, add it to the corn. Nothing says LA street food like fucking Mexican Japanese fusion. Or Mexican Korean, sorry. Okay? That. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. What's gnarly is you can serve this on like this. Like you can serve it on a puff pastry as is, and then top it with cotija cheese, and it is bomb. It's nuts. And then you have like a fresh squeeze of lime on that bitch. Like, oh my god. What am I going to change my name to that? Nah, man. Maybe in the future, if it becomes an issue. Even my agency was like, yeah, we'll stick with that. It's like, okay. All right, so I got sushi rice, boom, right on the bottom. Yeah?
Can you describe what's in the pot?
What's in the pot is I basically made Mexican street corn. So it's peaches and cream corn. You can use any type of corn as long as it's like just the kernels and it's frozen. What I did then is I drained out some of the water, left it a little bit liquidy, then I added tahini, which is this stuff right here. Right? This is like a citrus lime kind of chili seasoning, right? It's not super spicy, but it's ultra flavorful. Then I added a handful of shredded cheese to it. You would use usually like cotija cheese, which is a white crumbly cheese, almost like feta. Stirred it in, then I chopped up some kimchi and threw that in there. All right, so needless to say, it's going to be.
Do you have fresh crab and tuna cut?
Right here. Right, I'm not using fresh crab because we live in Alberta and fresh crab is an insane price. But I was able to find a really great deal on this. What do we call it? Sushi grade tuna. Right, so we have that cut up, ready to go. And it's seasoned as well. Oh, if you've never tried cheese and seafood, that's a huge thing in Asia. Yo, tahini and watermelon. I heard that. Same with it's tahini and then you throw on chamoy, hot sauce or whatever, and you have that with a frozen hit of watermelon. It looks gnarly, but it sounds amazing. Okay, so I'm going to take my corn, right? That's going to be my first initial hit on the bottom.
What is kimchi again?
Kimchi is basically, it's like a Korean fermented cabbage, right? It's fermented with chilies and actually no, pretty much just chilies. All right, so that goes on the bottom. Boom, just like that. Then I'm gonna go with, let's do like a small base of, just a small hit of lettuce. Your cucumbers.
We got a question from Fly Asian Brother.
Oh, hold on. It's making me do a puzzle for no reason. What is this? Here we go. Don't tell Gordon Ramsay. You're dead. I think if anybody, we should. Gordon Ramsay's amazing for like just classic French stuff. Do I ever make ceviche? Absolutely, I do. I do poke mostly, but ceviche, if we can get a good deal on good seafood, then absolutely. I'm not against it because I really love red ceviche, which is one of my favorite things, especially when we're in like, I guess like more like the beach parts of like the Philippines. Because again, fresh seafood out there is mwah, fire. Okay, so I got some of that right there. Okay, so then I'm going to finish with just a little bit of green onion on top of that. Not a crazy one because I'm going to use a little bit more later, all right? So next, you're going to go ahead and hit... Actually, before I do that, I'm also going to go ahead and take some of my pickled ginger, right? Lay a few pieces down. Actually, if anything, I'm going to cut some up. Just give it a quick julienne. All right, if you're going to do this, just cut it to the thickness that you are comfortable doing. Okay? Because you don't want you don't want it to like just smack you in the face with like pickled ginger, but you do want to have a good hit of it, just because again it is like sushi, right? Boom, just like that. Then I'm going to hit with a little bit of the crab. It's crab and Kewpie mayo. Okay, on one side. Then a nice hit of the tuna with soy sauce and sesame on the other. Just like that. Boom. Put this aside for now. Then, as usual, you'll always want to have like crunchy bits, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... Actually, you know what? Before I do anything... That. Beautiful. Okay, so I got my sweet teriyaki sauce that I made earlier. There's the long tongs. Air fried salmon panko crusted poke bowl. Oh, damn, yes. Woof. Yo, for real, that sounds awesome. Yeah, to be honest with you, a lot of people don't dig cheese with seafood, but you know what I mean? You got to try it a little bit. You know what I mean? So I got my teriyaki sauce. I'm just going to go ahead and season the top of my fish with that jam right there. Right? Boom. Okay, then I'm going to hit again with these crispy fried onions on top of that. Okay. Crispy fried onions. Then I made earlier some volcano sauce. Or it's the ghetto version of volcano sauce. So basically this is Kewpie mayo and sriracha sauce, right? 50-50. Right? So then you're just going to go ahead over top, like that. And I got some Sesame Crisp, like snack crackers. What you're going to do with this thing is you're going to open it up, right? And this is going to just provide that little bit of like sesame flavor while being like textural, right? So you have your mix. I'm going to take out the, what do you call it? The fucking pretzels. And just kind of try to use more of the, these bits, right? You take that, just give them a quick crush in your hands. Right? On top. And then, of course, you finish with a little bit of your seaweed. I don't mind pretzels. I mean, they're just so, like... They're like... manila paper of snacks. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these sheets of seaweed, right, and just give it a break up. Nice and rough, just like that. Right, just like that. Boom. Okay. A little bit of green onions to finish. A little extra teriyaki on top. Here we go. Right? That's what I call a gorgeous westernized poke bowl. Hey, and Hamilton Barnes, thanks so much for the popcorn, dude. I appreciate it. My name is John. Great to meet ya. Well, boy, what's good, dude? Butter chicken hockey there. That's dope. Oh, you made an ahi tuna poke bowl with grilled steak. Damn. Yeah, well, boy, it's been a bit, man. It's all good. As usual, it's great to see you, man. It's always awesome when you stop by. Yo, man. And Rochelle, I would have made tempura. Oh, my God, if I had more time. Oh, man. I love tempura on anything Japanese related or, like, any things like this. And Vin Ficini, thanks so much for the heart me, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, Rose, now send it into the mail. Sapporo.
Yeah, Jeff's get a check. He'll be here in 8 hours.
Yo, I'll see you in 8 hours, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Pyro, what's good? Yo, it's cooking, man. So check that out. Again, that's the poke bowl. Boom! Like, just gnarly and thick, all right? So I'll be right back. I'm just going to give this to my lady because she's been waiting.
What do you think about frying pasta noodles?
Frying pasta noodles, you say? I think the only time that I've ever fried pasta was like, it was like penne, but they were cooked. Are you talking about frying those pasta noodles that are like those they're like a type of wheat noodles so that they become like crispy like chips? Or are you just saying like cooked noodles in general that you just deep fry?
Mark says he'd definitely serve it at his restaurant. Poke bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done it at a bunch of restaurants in the last maybe 15 years. It is definitely a dish that I love making. What's awesome too is, like I said earlier, is that you can actually do a big sheet of it, like in a baking pan, make them up in layers, and then flip it. So then you have everything on top. Boom. Add your sauce, add your crunch, and then slice little squares. It's amazing for what do you call it, catering gigs, because it's super hearty and it just gets one of those things that gets destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Air fryers. Yeah, I've never used an air fryer, but I've been seeing a lot of people like definitely use the hell out of them. They're fried in pan raw till golden brown. Interesting, Ethan. I have never tried that. Although I have seen ones where like they definitely do puff up like chips or something like that, and it looks kind of fire. Not gonna lie. And you use like popcorn seasoning on it. Cheese and butter sauce.
Fried them then.
Hey?
Did they deep fry them or
Yeah.
fry them?
Yeah, they deep fried them. Oh, fried in a pan till golden. Oh. Yo, and then you cook it, right? Oh, yeah. I have never done that method. Ever in Montreal? Definitely. Mark, yeah, definitely, man. Send over that info, man. I love to keep in touch. Yeah, just pan fry. Ethan, I was mistaken. Yeah, I have been seeing that on TikTok a lot, but I never knew that was a thing. But it looks fire because it adds like a toastiness, right? Yeah, definitely, man. I will definitely keep you in mind. Yo, man, yeah, because Montreal poutine is amazing. Holy Christ. Pork chop rights in the fryer. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten down with an air fryer, but man, looking like I gotta try it. Hell yeah. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the road here. I'm just gonna go ahead and plate off my final dish here. Okay, so what I'm gonna thinking.
What would you recommend for an easy breakfast meal?
An easy breakfast meal? To be honest with you, man, breakfast burritos. You cannot go wrong with stuffing the hell out of them. You can put pretty much anything, as long as there's like a mixture of like 3 eggs, something crunchy. I highly recommend. It's when it comes to breakfast burritos, it's breakfast sausage or any type of sausage. I would even recommend using chorizo. So it's sausage, a whole hash brown, or fried hash browns, like the little chunks, like with the coating on the outside. Oh my god! Or tater tots, right? Cheese sauce, eggs, a nice hot sauce. So I recommend like things like Cholula, right? Nothing super spicy, but it's enough to wake up your taste buds. Some green onions in that thing. Yeah, if you want to crush up like even some chips into that thing, like nachos, boom, roll that thing up. And then the best part about breakfast burrito is sear it in the pan, get it kind of crispy on both sides. knock that thing down, maybe take a nap. You know what I mean?
Where did you learn culinary?
I actually learned culinary because I started as a dishwasher when I was 13, and then I just slowly, with watching things like Food Network and stuff like that growing up, at that age, it encouraged me to like try to become a cook and become a chef. Yeah, dude, and that's the best part about breakfast burrito. It's like an all-day event. You know what I mean? You can roll it like whatever you want in that thing. Amazing. You're a line cook right now? Right on, dude. Yo, keep at it, man. If you decide to become a chef, the one piece of advice that I would recommend to you is do not get stuck at one restaurant. I find a lot of guys get stuck. Like we have chains here called Joey's or Earl's, and people get stuck there and they think that that's the way that kitchen should work. No. I've worked in several different restaurants, several different types of restaurants, ethnicities, and cuisines, and I will say that all restaurants run differently. So if you do decide to become a chef or a sous chef, I highly recommend trying to explore. And if you can, do stage at different restaurants, even if they're not going to hire you. The experience is worth its weight in gold, 100%. And Ethan, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Coat with olive oil, some Parm cheese, Montreal steak spice. Man, you touching me right here with that. That sounds awesome. Yo, that's the thing. I used to watch. I love, one of my favorite shows growing up was the original Iron Chef. Hondo, thank you so much for the follow. What's even funnier is that I think it's in season 3 of Chopped Canada. One of my coworkers was on Chopped, and he failed miserably because he's a dick. But I was in the background of his footage, and it's hilarious because I was giving him the death glare so hard. Even my wife pointed it out. Cool at 400, 8 minutes, then shake, mix. Ooh. Do you ever make your own pizza, homemade? Yes, I do. I have a really nice pizza dough recipe that I really enjoy. You sent the info, Mark. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Was I always interested? Yes, I was. I was always interested in different types of foods. If you guys, actually, if anyone here is new or hasn't experienced like this page or this live before, thank you so much for joining as always. But if you haven't already, hit the follow button, go to my page. And if you want to know more about my thoughts of the kitchen and things that have influenced me, I actually just dropped a video yesterday on my main page, which is John Japanda on YouTube, or my FYIE official YouTube page as well. So if you want to go check that video out, it's live right now. It's on there. Go to my page, hit my link tree. All my YouTube pages are there. Hit one of those if you guys can hit a subscribe. That would help me out a lot. But check that out because I do give an opinion on kitchens, restaurant culture, and things that have influenced me. Michael Simon. Oh, right on, dude. Damn, that's a throwback name. I did put the poke bowl together. Unfortunately, my partner is currently eating it. Fly Asian brother, thank you so much for the follow as well, dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. What's my favorite dish? I'm still going to come back to it. It is a hard seared blue rare or rare onglet steaks served with cut thin, seared hard to blue or rare, served on top of some duck confit, fried potatoes with some charred broccolini and a little bit of Malden salt.
What's your favorite cuisine to cook?
Asian foods. Favorite cuisines, I can't say one thing. It's like Asian foods. Then after that, it's like North American foods that are fried. I love deep fried things, dude.
And Hondo picked up an Oni pizza oven.
An Uni pizza. Oh, you're going to love that thing, dude. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Yeah, right on, dudes. All right, but anyways, guys, we got to get going here pretty soon. I am in Canada. Yes, sir. Calgary, Alberta. You're in Ontario. Right on, dude. All food is good. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, but anyways, guys, we got to get out of here pretty soon. I got to eat. But I thank you guys very much for joining us on this live. And to finish off this live, I'm going to go ahead and just show you basically what I mean by pistachio and pastry. Say again?
Do you know of any good chains in Canada?
Any good chains? To be honest with you, I'm going to be a dick and say no. I've worked for a lot of like, I've worked for a bunch of the chains here, and man, the problem with chains here, and I'm only going to go with just my experience. Maybe other people have different experiences, but a lot of the chain restaurants here are basically, the way they run it is like an office with a kitchen attached to it, and I hate that because essentially it's the worst, most toxic cultures all combined at once. Right? And it really, it's the kind of culture that really kills you as a chef, right? Right? You want to grow, you want to learn, and these places annihilate that that feeling out of you, on top of giving you like dumbass split shifts all the time for like 6 days a week.
Did you ever watch Iron Chef Lee?
Yes, I did. Iron Chef was one of my favorite things on the planet. But before I go, guys, I'm just going to finish off with just this dish right here. Super easy. So it's pistachio and almond ice cream, right? Some nice baked, what do you call it? Puff pastry. Boom, right? And again, to maintain simplicity in this dish, I'm just going to go ahead and pistachio and caramel is a thing, right? So I'm going to go ahead with some of that right on top. Okay. And since pistachio also goes really well with caramel, and I love things like caramel, again, for all the OGs out there, finish with a little bit of the score bar pieces. Boom. Super easy, super decadent, right? But not very heavy, which is awesome. So it's a good finish to your dinner. Yeah, absolutely. Great present. Hey, man, I appreciate you. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Again, I try to come back. Right now, it's 3 days a week, but it might change in the next little bit here. Jason, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, 3:30, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Now we'll just be cooking it up again, all right? If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to hit me with a DM. I am more than happy to read all of your guys' comments, as always. And if you haven't already, hit the follow button. If you guys can, go to my page. Check out my link tree. Go to my YouTube. Hit subscribe on those. Check out my videos. See what kind of gets you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see something to do. And as well, every Friday, I try to update my main official page for Fuck You, I'm Eating with all the replays of these lives, okay? So, as always, you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'm going to catch you guys on Sunday, all right? Take care.